Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I want to talk to you about a mystery that I've recently solved involving the racing pigeons. As some of you may know, we've recently noticed that several of the birds were not acting normally. They seemed lethargic, some were losing weight, and some were experiencing diarrhea. It was causing a right mess. We was worried, we didn't really know what was causing these symptoms. So we decided to do some detective work on our own and try and figure out what was going on. I started carefully observing the birds, keeping track of their symptoms, also checking, in the loft when we were scraping out, see if there's any potential sources of contamination. After a few days of careful observation, I managed to get hold of a avian salmonella rapid test kit. These work very similar to the COVID tests. I'm sure by now we're all very familiar how they work. But I was able to finally confirm the cause of the mystery illness. My pigeons had contracted a type of bacteria called salmonella. Now that I identified the source of the problem, I was able to take steps to treat the infection and prevent it from spreading. I isolated the infected birds, ones that you saw in previous videos that were, really not right. Took to scraping out the loft every day, but now that we have confirmation, we can go right to the source and, put these birds on a treatment plan. I've been talking to Colin Leask, as many of you suggested in the comments. So we're going to give his paratyphoid paramyxo treatment a go. I think it's number 350 if anybody else is looking for, which one it is. I'm going to give that a go now, and we'll give you some updates very shortly. Hail. Right, so as I said there, with the salmonella, we've got some stuff on the way, sort of like this Defender 5-in-1 treatment. Basically just to boost the immune systems up, because for the last couple of weeks we've more or less been alright. Obviously we've been using the Colin Leask stuff as well, but he recommended we use the 342 and 350 together. That's what we've done, and the birds are looking a lot better for it. As some of you mentioned in the comments, and I tend to agree, the loft itself has some issues. Yeah, it has some minor issues, not major. As you know, we started getting these issues in the loft as it started to turn colder and damper, and I think that's where a lot of my issues have arose, really. It's damp getting into the loft. So that's what we're going to be working on next, is solving the damp. What I used to have, it's because where my loft is, it backs onto, there's a brick wall, the back of this wall, there's a brick wall about, I don't know, 5 centimetres behind it. So up the back of that wall there used to be ivy, but the council this year came along in the summer and cut it down. And then I think from then the water has obviously been penetrating the wall and reaching the back of the loft, whereas previously it was obviously absorbed by the ivy. So we've got to come up with an answer for that, which I'm looking into. I'm going to get some humidity sensors for the loft so it can tell me exactly how high the humidity is and what I can then work on, you know, and answer whether or not to do something about that. It'll also tell me the temperature fluctuations in the loft, which I know, you know, will play a major part in bringing the birds into form later in the year. So yeah, sorry it's took a while to bring this video out. You know, if you're new to the channel, feel free to check some of my older videos. Yeah, and obviously if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. You know, hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, share the video. Everything you can do, you know, helps me out. You know, lets me know what sort of content you want, and I appreciate it. Blackpool show's coming up the end of this month, or I say middle of this month. You know, let us know if you're going to that. I look forward to seeing some of you there. I'll take the camera. I don't know if I'll do any recording while I'm up there, but who knows, we might. So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much.